I read a reflection on this gospel this morning from St. Augustine. And St. Augustine was talking about how Zacchaeus had to get away from the crowd. It says, he could not see him. He could not see Jesus because of the crowd. And, we think about, just the very practical reality. Zacchaeus was not very tall and the crowd was in the way. But St. Augustine, this is the reflection I read, St. Augustine was saying it's more than just that Zacchaeus wasn't very tall. It's just that the crowd gets in the way. The crowd, the kind of mass of humanity, blocks our way to Jesus. And so we have to overcome the crowd. And so Zacchaeus climbs the tree to overcome the crowd. He's willing. And again, we have to remember, after Mass on a beautiful Sunday morning, I'll walk outside and I'll greet people in front of the church, and you have the little kids over there climbing the oak tree, right? You don't have any adults over there climbing the oak tree. If we had an adult over there climbing the oak tree, what would we say about that guy? What's up with that guy, So here's Zacchaeus climbing a tree. And he's probably a bit of an outsider already. And he humbles himself. He humbles himself. And he humbles himself as he's looking for Jesus. He wants to overcome the crowd. And so this path of humility to finding Jesus. And, I heard somebody once say that us looking for Jesus is kind of like the mouse looking for the cat, okay? Jesus is looking for us. Jesus he came here to find us. So meditate on these words for a moment. For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save what was lost. See, Jesus is seeking Zacchaeus. Jesus is seeking us. How is the crowd in the way? What tree do we need to climb? Zacchaeus, come down quickly, for today I must stay at your house. And the crowd began to grumble, now against Jesus and Zacchaeus. On the church calendar today is the presentation of Mary, and so I just want to at least mention it. And the presentation of Mary is, again, Joachim and Anne. Traditionally, Mary's parents would have brought Mary to the temple to present her to God, and so obedient. And the guy in the Old Testament, the old man in the Old Testament, was striving with his whole life to be obedient to God. And so today, we humble ourselves, we seek God, we strive to be obedient, and we trust that Jesus truly has come to seek and to save what was lost, and that's us. We humble ourselves, Lord, that you may find us.